Hi guys, this is September 3rd, 2010, and this is just one more. So, like everybody else, I've been watching America's Got Talent, and I noticed that Howie Mandel is kind of a germaphobe, and it got me to thinking, what are some of the germiest jobs? Now, ever since I can remember, people were telling me that kids are always sick, and if you're around lots of kids, they'll make you sick. Let's face it, they're always wiping their nose, they're going to the bathroom, they're never washing their hands. So it just makes sense that teachers are the first on my list. Surfaces usually used by teachers 10 times have more bacteria than other surfaces in other professions. There you have it. After I upload this video, I use my laptop, and the keyboard, well, it's not that nice. Checking out the internet, a survey of American dietitians found that while 57% of people snack at their desks at least once during the day, 20% never clean them. So when your computer breaks down, who do you call? Those guys from the IT department who have to touch all those germy computers. That can't be good. Dry cleaners across the country are now offering laundry service, which means handling a person's dirty underwear. Or maybe you handle laundry in a hospital. Either way, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. That's a lot of e-coli. When you bring home an uncooked piece of meat, you make sure that you cook it at high temperatures, thoroughly, to decrease your risk of salmonella, E. coli, and listeria. But if you are surrounded by cases of uncooked meat, your chances of being exposed to those germs increased dramatically. In December of 2008, 12 workers at a pork processing plant came down with some neurological illness. Researchers think in contact with pig brains. Dogs and cats may be cute, but they do carry germs and bacteria, especially if they are sick. The vet has to handle more of those furry creatures. They treat birds and reptiles too. Vets are exposed to parasites, ringworms, and animal waste on a daily basis. Lots of really bad germs. I can't even pronounce half the stuff that they can get. How about that CSI show? I mean, there's lots of versions of it. That can be a really good job. Those guys have to deal with all kinds of like fluids and bodily fluids and blood, and once the police are done with all that stuff, they have these guys that come in and clean up the crime scene. All body fluids are considered a source of infection, and they're like biohazard. I mean, you see them in the hospital, all those things for all the things they stick the needle ends in and stuff. If you're diabetic, you got to take care of that too. So you've seen it in the hospitals. However, like, doctors come in contact with all kinds of sick people all the time. They've done research on doctors, like 42 of them and 10 security guards, and on the doctors, some of their ties had germs on them. Bacteria that cause pneumonia and urinary tract infections. The doctor's ties were 8 times more likely to carry these bacteria than the guards. Now, the ooiest one that I've come across is a plumber. That deserves mad respect. When I had my restaurant and things weren't going good in the bathrooms, that plumber deserved a medal. Ew. And the one that I hate the most, but love the most, I guess, is money. Can you imagine being a bank teller or a cashier? Think about how many hands just $1 bill will come in contact with in a day. And then think about if those hands have been washed or not. Or maybe if the last person that touched that money had just handled raw meat, or just come from the bathroom. Germs are tiny, and money acts like a magnet. What shocked me the most about looking at money and germs on money is that Geneva scientists found that the N1H1 influenza can live on money for up to 3 days. That's ridiculous. So I'm going to be sure to wash my hands all the time and get some Purell. And this is not an endorsement in any way or commercial, but it's just one of those things that make you say, ugh. Anyways, that's my vlog for the day. If you guys can think of any other ones that are kind of nasty jobs or things to do with germs, let me know below. Thanks for watching.